So the other news channels have wiped their normal coverage in favor of fear, spreading fear, amplifying fear, making you terrified. On Friday, actress Kirstie Alley noticed that. So she wrote to CNN on Twitter. She wrote this, quote, "Why don't you report on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden reports of evidence of collusion with Ukraine, Russia, and China instead of COVID, COVID, COVID? I pity your viewers who you control with fear, fear, fear." And then she added this, quote, "If you want to live in terror, watch CNN. Fear of dying is their mantra." Oh, finally someone said it. That's all true, by the way. And because it's true, CNN completely lost control. The PR department at the news network wrote this back, quote, "Kirstie, you're welcome to change the channel just like countless viewers did every time Veronica's Closet came on TV. Meow. But don't downplay the loss of nearly 230,000 American lives. And please," they wrote sanctimoniously, "wear a mask." It's all pretty amusing. When did they get so lectury? By the way, Veronica's Closet had better ratings than anything ever on CNN. But why are they acting like this? Why so touchy? Well, Kirstie Alley joins us tonight to explain. She's an Emmy Award and Golden Globe winning actress, and we're happy to have her on tonight. Kirstie Alley, thanks so much for coming on. What is this about, CNN attacking you?
Well, I don't know. You know, they even got that wrong, you know, when they attacked Veronica's Closet not having good ratings. I mean, it was in the top 10, so all they had to do was Google that. But,
Yeah.
you know, here's the weird thing. I'm like the poster girl for COVID correctness. I wear a mask, I social distance, I wash my hands till they're raw. I have basically I've almost been in seclusion for 8 months. So it's not like I'm the girl who's out there saying, you know, don't do any of this. But I don't know, I guess they just thought it was clever or something. You know, the thing that made me mad, and it makes me mad with them, is they're terrifying people 24/7, but they don't have any, you know, they don't have any additional preventatives. They're saying the same thing. We've heard the same thing. It's the three same things we've heard for 8 months. Now, many people do that and they still get it. So I don't know what the mystery is behind that. But if they were coming up with new preventatives, I'd be happy to listen, you know, or God forbid we come up with any new, what are they called? Therapeutics, because just shoot them all down.
Well, you make such you're making such a rational point. I mean, here you are, you're doing what they ask you to do. You're not coughing on anyone in elevators. And they seem to be...
and I also never say it. I never say, don't wear a mask. I don't know if they're good or not. I have no idea. Go ahead. But I think
so why are they doing this, do you think?
Why are they saying that about me, or why are they doing it? Why are they broadcasting terror?
Why are they nicely put, why are they broadcasting terror?
They're broadcasting terror because it's a deflection. They don't want to talk about, when the thing came out with Biden, and is he in cahoots with China? Is he in cahoots with Ukraine? Okay, let's find out, I would say. But instead, I mean, a friend of mine, you know, a couple of friends of mine watch CNN, and they go, you really need to watch CNN instead of Fox. So the other day I said, okay, I'm going to watch CNN instead of Fox. And it was horrible. It was like, oh my God, I would be horrified to walk out of the house, and it doesn't do anybody any good is the thing. We all know we're not deaf. We can hear and we can see. Just because we're voting Republican doesn't mean we can't hear or see. So we know there's this death count, but it's like they want to stand in the town square and bring out the dead, and they act like we aren't affected. They act like the only people who get this disease are Democrats. And I don't know. Has anyone taken a poll of that? It seems insane, but all these polls are insane. So why not, I say? Take a poll about that. Who's the sickest?
It's a health crisis, not a it's not a political matter, but they politicized it from the beginning. So but that's to
deflect. But they don't want to talk about what somebody else might be big news. So they want to talk about that. I'm not downplaying it at all. I've had friends who've gotten COVID. I've had 2 friends that almost died. I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying, what good does it do anyone if you're provoking terror? It makes people commit suicide. It makes people not go to the doctor if they have a different thing happening, like cancer, God forbid, or pneumonia, God forbid. They won't show up at the hospital because they're afraid they'll get COVID, and then the suicide rate is up. So I like the hopefulness along with the reports.
I think that's a really smart point and a rational point. I think any normal person able to filter out the political passions would agree with what you just said. And I hope you're going to join us tomorrow night as well. Kirstie Alley, it's great to talk to you. Thank you.
And I'm a big fan.
Well, you're sweet. We're fans of yours. Thank you. See you in a minute.